Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 181 on the Leek. I'm John as always, and we're going to draft Guilds of Ravnica yet again. This is actually only the second time I've drafted it on MTGO, which I should do more. I hear it's way better on MTGO. I've been playing it a bunch on Arena, where some hyperbole, but not entirely hyperbole, you must draft Dimir or Boros. If you don't, you will lose, and you will play nothing but Dimir and Boros. It's still fun. It's still fun because it's free and because you can get in a whole bunch of games real fast, but I'm excited to do the real draft experience here. Now, this, of course, is a sponsored draft. This is Democritus' sponsored draft, so he'll be getting all the cards that we draft here, including a blank screen, including not a Temple Garden. They're not worth very much, are they? We got an Inescapable Blaze. This pack's not great. Temple Gardens are 70 cents. There's an Inescapable Blaze, which is fine. It definitely really sucks when you're at 6 and you're playing against red and you're just going, oh god, no. Because there's nothing you can do. It's inescapable. There's a Snare, Notion Rain, Hypothesis. There's not much going on in this pack. They're all fine cards, but they're all filler late picks, so I guess we're gonna go for the Blaze here, and who knows where we're gonna end up. So yeah, we'll take this Blaze. Quick reminder for anybody watching this before next week, I suppose, October 20th, I will be doing a 24-hour stream on October 20th at twitch.tv/themanaleak, raising money for my local Children's Health Foundation and the Children's Hospital they run. I'll be playing a whole bunch of MTGO and Magic Arena and Jackbox games and other games that you can interact with in Twitch, and I'll be doing a bunch of giveaways. We've got Inked Gaming playmats, we've got MTGO bot credit from card hoarders and hello Price of Fame and card hoarder and MTGO traders. I'm going to give away 4 Shocklands, like actual real Shocklands. There's 2 of them right there. So if you want to check all that out, definitely check it out next weekend on October 20th. Twitch.tv/themanaleak, and consider donating. That'd be awesome. I raised just over $1,000 last year. I'm hoping to do $1,000 again this year, but should be a good time. Should be a good time. So we got Price of Fame here. And I talked so long about my self-promotion because there's not much else going on here. City Watch Sphinx is fine. Watch from the Mist is good. Very good. But this is a Price of Fame. You know, we're not going to go Rakdos probably. But we can splash Price of Fame even if we do end up Izzet or Boros. Although I don't think we want this in Boros. So yeah, we're going to take that Price of Fame and not look back, really. We get a Whisper Agent. We get a Capture Sphere. A Luminous Bonds. Interesting. So Capture Sphere is going to push us into Izzet or Dimir. We actually get 2 options there on the cards that we've drawn, and we can just splash the Price of Fame if we do end up Izzet. We probably will not ever splash this if we end up Dimir. Luminous Bonds means we're Boros. Like, we're not anything else. Although I did do a sealed Orzhov deck, and it did pretty good. So I think I'm just going to go with the Capture Sphere here, which is interesting. I haven't seen this card in days and days and days and days on Arena, so I think the bots must be heavily picking it right now. Yeah, there's just not much else here. Capture Sphere, Whisper Agent. We're going to push the person to our left into white a little bit here, I think, so let's take that Capture Sphere. We get a Discovery. If we do want to head into the Dimir, it's not a great card. I like Discovery a lot more than I like Dispersal, but Discovery is fine. Sonic Assault is okay. I'd rather have some Izzet kind of payoffs before I start picking these up, but as soon as I do, I pick them up for sure. There's just a Dimir Guildgate. I feel like getting the Discovery is slightly better than grabbing that Guildgate. It's going to kind of suck if I just go Dimir here after how much Dimir I've played on Arena. Yeah, there's no reason to go into any of these other colors here. So it's really the Guildgate or the Discovery. So I think we'll just take the Discovery. Well, Crawl Harpooner is really good, but there's no real reason to push us into there. We could take Hypothesis. That could push us back towards Izzet. And of course, all these cards go into Izzet with a splash of Price of Fame. But we could also just take the Dimir Informant. You know, we're definitely pushing towards Dimir. I did pass that City Watch Sphinx, which is kind of a pain. But Price of Fame was still the correct pick, let me tell you what. Yeah, taking Hypothesizzle does not feel terribly correct. Let's take the Informant. Okay, we get a Gorgon. Gorgon's decent. That Parhelion Patrol should be picked right about now, but super no reason to go into white here, so we're just going to push the person to our left into white. Pitiless Gorgon, way better than Child of Night. Foil Guildgate, better than not foil Guildgate. But yeah, there's nothing else really here for us. We'll just take that Gorgon. It's a decent card. MTGO? Hello? Hello? There we go. Boy, we should have been white. We should have been white. It's too late now. Like, we're not getting any white back. And I mean, we could just take this Lotleth Giant. I don't like it. I really don't. Oh, sorry. I totally skipped over this card. We're taking the Darkblade Agent. So I don't like Lotleth Giant. It can end games, but it's so expensive. It's just going to rot in your hand if you are up against Boros and never get played. But we'll take this Darkblade Agent. We already have 3 Surveil, and it's a good card, so in you go. Hired Poisoner should not be going that late. It's one of the best black commons, I would say. Definitely way better than a Lotleth Giant. Dimir Informant, I wouldn't mind another one, especially since we picked up a Darkblade Agent. We could try to get some Spy Bugs or something. Okay, white card here. But yeah, we'll take that Poisoner. Okay. Here we whiff. We take a Never Happened and do nothing with it. It never happened. Dowser of Lights, totally fine. Surprisingly, aggressively fine. It does what it needs to do. I don't like that it does what it needs to do, but it does what it needs to do. It blocks stuff. It lives. It shouldn't be as okay as it is. Nothing here. We'll cut a Contraband from this league draft where you can't cut anything. We'll take an Undercity Uprising. We're not going to splash for that. It's not a good card. We can take a Guildgate. I think this was the double Guildgate pack. Maybe we end up with something green that we want to splash. Well, maybe we super end up with something green we want to splash, eh? Currently, we're not splashing an Inescapable Blaze. So, come on, Dream Eater. Or Doom Whisperer. There's a lot of flying, disgustingly good mythics in this set. Take a Night Veil Predator. You bet I'll take a Night Veil Predator. Connive Concoct is good enough. I mean, the issue that I've always had with Concoct, and I've played it a couple of times, is it's only as good as the creatures in your deck. Like, currently we're paying 5 mana to get a 5-drop or something much worse. So I'm not a big fan of Connive Concoct. It's fine. Should it come back, we'll 100% take it and play it. But we're not passing a Night Veil Predator, because that card is stupid and shouldn't exist. Lava Coil. So we get a Chemist's Insight, which is fine. It draws cards at instant speed. It's very good. There's a Whisper Agent I would like, but we're not taking it over the Insight. Omnispell Adept doesn't really do anything. Like, it'd be really cool to cast Blaze off of it. And that's about it. That's about it. There's nothing else going on in it. And the fact that it costs 5 mana is just ludicrous. So we're going to take this Insight. I bet this comes back around, personally. So Insight, in you go. Blaze. Sorry, you're not going to happen. Not this time. Oh, okay. Well, we get a Hired Poisoner, and that's... Go away, G-Force. And that's it. We could take the Izzet Guildgate, but that one Guildgate doesn't help us splash a double red spell. You don't splash a double red spell. Gatekeeper Gargoyle, and we do have 2 Golgari Guildgates. I don't like it, though. This actually did really good for me at my first F&M draft of this format. But I think we just take the Poisoner here. Veiled Shade, Muse Drake, Passwall Adept. I think we can take a Passwall Adept here. It's going to work really well with the Dowser. Can do some work with the Darkblade Agent later in the game. So we'll take that. We don't want a Dazzling Lights just yet. We only have one Surveil payoff. Muse Drake's fine. We're loaded up a little bit on 4-drops, so let's take the Passwall. Really need Watchers, City Watch Sphinx. And something. I don't know what this deck is missing yet, but it's missing something. Let's say Discovery is a 2-drop. Is it missing a Barrier of Bones? Not really. Certainly isn't missing that. Luminous Bonds coming from my left? Pardon? Vicious Rumors is awful, so I guess we're just on the Barrier of Bones here. We could splash a Vigor Spore Worm, but that's not terribly exciting. Yeah. Yuck. I guess we're just taking that Barrier of Bones. Something, anything. Sinister Sabotage. That's fine. That is fine with me. There's Dimir Guildgate. I'd like it, but I mean, I really like Sinister Sabotage. On Magic Arena, you can reliably get 2 of them, plus 2 Disdainful Strokes, and then you can just be a hard control deck. Capture Sphere or Thought Erasure. Thought Erasure's been surprisingly okay-ish. I don't think I want it, though. I think I'd rather the Capture Sphere. We're basically going to be heavy removal control, and then please ask that our Dowser doesn't die, or that they don't somehow find an answer to the Predator. That's the plan. Let's hope it works. Let's hope it works. The format has been interesting so far. It's not great. It feels somewhere between Return to Ravnica and Gatecrash. Now, Return to Ravnica is a deck or a set that I rather enjoyed. There's literal nothing here for us. Let's take a Golgari Locket. So Return to Ravnica I rather enjoyed for a long time. It was in my top 5. Now it's probably still in my top 10, but it's going to be like 10th. Could even be like 11th or something. The issue with Ravnica is there's only 5 decks, right? There's only 5 decks, and you don't draft with 5 people. You draft with 8 people. And so Ravnica has never been a great world for limited sets. And this set definitely has some issues. They're not sucking, though. I don't hate my life when I play this set so far. We'll certainly take another Dowser of Lights. Like I did with M19 or Origins or, I don't know, Avacyn Restored, for example. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just because I really like blue-black, and it's been kind of a while since we've had like a really good blue-black deck. Child of Night is fine here. But yeah, Ravnica has not been the best world for limited content due to the restrictions of you have to draft one of these 5 guilds. It's unfortunate because Ravnica is a really cool world with really cool stuff going on and often cool mechanics. The trick, I think, is just sort of balancing all of that. Nothing here. We're not going to splash any of that. Let's take an Arboretum Elemental. So yeah, basically what I'm saying, what I think I'm saying, we might splash a Vigor Spore Worm. It might be a way of winning. We do have 2 guild gates. What I'm saying is that this format is okay. It is fine. I fully expect that in a month and a half, maybe 2 months, I'm just going to get really bored of it. I'm not going to get angry with it, but I'm going to get bored with it. I'm going to be ready for the next set. Yeah. And that's that. Amara, I bet you are not worth anything, although I feel like you're being played in Standard. You're at least being played in Arena Jank. 11 cents, holy moly. We get another Price of Fame here. We are just going to be heavy, heavy, heavy control. Please don't answer my Predator. And that's the plan. But yeah, I'll get bored of this for sure. It's not going to go in my worst formats, though. And hopefully the next one isn't quite so skewed in power levels and mechanics. I bet it will. I bet it will. I don't feel like Rakdos has too much real set design. they're angry and attack and don't block much is about their deal. We get a Whispering Snitch, which is okay. We actually don't have as much Surveil as I'd like. We have some. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that Surveil. We could try to pick up more. Overgrown Tomb. Pretty sure they're not worth anything. $1.90. It's worth a little bit more. But we're a little bit short on playables coming into pack 3 here. So we're going to take an actual playable rather than a Shockland here. So Whispering Snitch, in you go. Yup. Our deck plan has been set in stone. Please don't answer either of our Nightveil Predators, and let us kill everything you own. End of plan. End of plan. We really wanted Dimir Guildgates, though. These are actually going to be a little bit more difficult to cast than I would like them to be. We could take a Leapfrog to help the curve. We could take a Muse Drake. We could take a Spinal Centipede. Like, getting that counter on a Predator would be good. And I don't want to get more 4-drops. So, yeah, let's grab a Centipede here. Okay. Well, we've got a Dimir Informant. We've got a Thought Erasure. I actually might play the Thought Erasure. It's Surveil for the Snitch. It's Surveil for the Agent. It helps us disrupt our opponent. Buys us time to get the Predators down. Because really, once the Predators are down, it's often game over. You have to make sure that you haven't fallen too far behind. And this is a 2-drop, and we're a little bit heavy on curve. So I am going to take Thought Erasure here. It's not my favorite card, but I took it. Another Sinister Sabotage is fine. That will actually replace something. But what? Possibly just the Thought Erasure, actually, to be honest. Disdainful Stroke, Dazzling Lights, Partisan Bats. Staying in. Barrier Bones probably can go, right? Yeah, Barrier Bones, get out of there. Sinister Sabotage, get in. Whisper Agent is nice to see. There's a Disdainful Stroke as well, but I think we're pretty heavy on counters and kill spells at the moment. So actually, Vigor Spore Worm, sorry. Any suggestion of you actually being in the deck is long gone. Whisper Agent in. Disdainful Stroke could work as a sideboard card. I've been playing it main deck in Arena. I think if I needed a card, I'd play it main deck easily in Draft, but we don't need a card. Partisan Bats isn't going to replace anything, but we'll take it. Let's take an uncommon. Another Darkblade Agent. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Are we surveilling enough on our turn? Because Sinister Sabotages aren't on our turn. Price of Fame may not be on our turn. So I'll take this Darkblade Agent. I don't think we're going to play the second copy, though. We're just not surveilling on our turn quite enough. We're surveilling on our turn once, twice, thrice, thrice-ish. Thrice-ish. Let's take a Righteous Blow. Siege Worm. Wow. Neither of those should be last pick. Let's take the Bats. And a Mesmerist. Cool. Alright, we got a Dimir deck. I complained about how Arena is nothing but Dimir and Boros. And here we are playing Dimir. Time to fight against Boros, I guess. Yeah, this deck seems fine. Could have used Guildgates. Could have used Dimir Guildgates. I feel like I only saw 2. I'm sure you'll tell me that I actually saw 7. I feel like I only saw 2. And there were definitely cards that I wanted over the Guildgate. Why do we still have a Forest? Because the Gorgon? That makes no sense. Let's do 9-8. And let's play the Magic cards, shall we? Let's play the Magic cards. So we control. We aggressively trade those Poisoners. We counter stuff. We drop a Nightveil Predator. We say GG. That's the plan. That's the plan. If need be, we can cut out something like the Passwall Adept and throw in that Disdainful Stroke if we find out that we're up against Selesnya or something with a whole bunch of big old creatures. Against Boros, we possibly bring in the Barrier of Bones. It doesn't last very long against Boros. It'll block for like a turn, and then it's outclassed, and you don't even get to kill a creature with it. And that's not great. So what does Never Happened even do? I always forget. It's just Thought Erasure, right? It's Thought Erasure, but from the graveyard as well. And it doesn't Surveil. Man, that card's bad. That card is so bad. Alright. You know what? We're a draw first deck. We are a draw first deck. And we are a swamp away from getting a Nightveil Predator. Swamp away from a Nightveil Predator. Oh boy, putting my finger on F2? Seriously, I've not played a ton of MTGO lately. Expect misclicks. Opponent carefully wondering why on earth I chose to draw first. Drop a swamp, pass a turn. So we're going to have Pass Wall Adept to block for a turn, and then we get to do the counterspell plan. Red, white, walls. I have questions. Island? No. I have so many questions. Okay, we're just going to pass the turn holding up Sinister Sabotage. Red, white, wall. I don't even know what to do. Can I counter something? Hammer Dropper? No. Just no. You don't need a 5/2. You know what you need? Something to deal with a Nightveil Predator this turn. Alright. They're in trouble. Aurelia. Actually, Aurelia wouldn't be that... Well, Aurelia would be great because she'd just smash me in the face a whole bunch and not bother to block the Nightveil Predator. Opponent has passed the turn. I don't terribly understand. Let's come in for 3. So we have Dispersal. I don't know that we need Dispersal. Yeah, I feel like we just drop a Dowser. Just Dowser. So what's in your hand? Nothing. Interesting. But why? 6 mana. Huh. Hi. Hey. Alright, so we could Dispersal that. And we get to get in for 7, take him to 10. And then we can just smash Predator into it. So yeah, let's cast Dispersal. Boop, 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 boop. Dispersal your light and discard a card. I assume it'll be a land. And then we'll swing in with Team. I assume they'll take 7 rather than lose their electrostatic field. But you never know. Mountain does indeed get discarded. In. Take 7. Take 8. Maybe our opponent's distracted or something. Or maybe they're just punting like we do. Or maybe they've been playing Arena too much and they skip through their block step because it feels a little bit different. But they, for some reason, just took all that damage, even though they could have blocked the Pass Wall Adept. It was a free block. There's no single block. No. Maybe they thought I had Statue. Or Status, or whatever it is. That's a possibility. So Light of the Legion comes down. And I mean, I gotta point out, we've got Pass Wall Adepts. Ooh, and we could also just murder it dead. I'm assuming our opponent flooded out or something. That was a bit weird. That was weird. So, I mean, Disdainful Stroke for the Light of the Legion, but Sinister Sabotage and Price of Fames and Capture Spheres work just as well. So, I think we just go back in. Go back in. Let's hope our opponent has a better draw. Can I take that back and hope that I have a good draw? That's not keepable. That's a mull. Show me an island. Nope. Go away. Opponent has put us on the draw, so we've got that going for us. No one drop. Okay. 8 out of 33 chance of hitting an island. Uh-oh. 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 Island. Someday we'll have a Dowser of Lights. Please no Maniacal Rage. Whoa. Wow. I'm glad we didn't see all this in game 1. It would have been a different game. Something, anything. Hey, what do we do? What do we even do? What do we even do? We drop Dimir Informant and try to set up our next turns. We Thought Erasure them. We take 4. We go to 12, but we maybe screw up their next play, but maybe not. I think we go the Informant and hope they have nothing for the Vindicator. What do we even want on top? What do we even want? Well, we don't want a Swamp. You can go away. Dark Blade Agent next turn. That sounds okay. Dark Blade Agent into Dowser? Sure. I guess. Pass the turn. No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. Please. Okay, they have no combat tricks in hand because they didn't come in with the Vindicator. And if they had any combat trick in hand, literally any, they should have come in with that because of Double Strike and Trample. Hey, Hammer Boy. How's it going? So you want to get a counter on Swifty, eh? Well, Dark Blade Agent will allow us to block Vindicator. It'll also allow us to just eat the Hammer Dropper. And we probably just have to eat the Hammer Dropper. Which means we have to take 6. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's hope we don't draw a no-lander in game 3. Uh-huh. Please, Hammer. Don't hurt me. Alright, so we're going to take 5 in the air, but we're going to kill the Hammer Dropper. So we're going to go to 9. And what do we do? What do we do? We get a Whispering Snitch? I mean, I guess we go Whispering Snitch. And then Thought Erasure them. We get to see exactly how we're going to die. Righteous Blow, no. Swamp, go the hell away. Drain for 1, we go up to 10. So we're going to go to 5. They are in top deck mode because they just have a land in hand. We're also basically in top deck mode. We need something to kill Legionnaires. Literally next turn. Opponent played a Plains, letting me know they still have a mountain in hand. And instead we just die. No, we... Oh, please get greedy and cast a spell. If they cast a spell, we gain a life due to the Surveil, and we get another turn. Yes. Yes, cast a spell instead of just killing me. Yes. We don't die. We don't just die. Swamps, go the hell away. How many... What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one swamp, 2 swamps left in the deck. 2 swamps left in the deck. So we'll take 5, we'll go to 1. And then guaranteed lose? Guaranteed lose. Wow, that was balls and a half. Balls and a half. Balls and a half. Bartizan bats, you say. It's not a great drop, but it's a drop. Yeah. Let's go back in and let's not draw 7 cards with 0 lands in it. That's my plan. That's my plan. We are certainly going to draw first. I mean, they're Boros. We don't want to give them the play, but we've also seen that their deck can fall apart. And our deck needs that extra holy crap. Okay, so 16. So it's just shy of 50% that will draw a land on turn 1. We can't keep it. Unfortunately, we can't keep it. We are going down to 6 yet again. And sure. Swamp. No. Swamp. Okay, I mean, at least I can cast it if I get any land. No whammy. That's a whammy. Swamp. Okay. Okay. No Legionnaire. No Legionnaire. That's good. I'll take 2. Nothing. Yes. Awesome. Great. Everything's awesome. We're going to pass the turn. We're going to hold up Sinister Sabotage in case of, oh god, no. And Whisper Agent in case of, oh, nothing. Let's kill the Vindicator. Alright, so let's bring in the Whisper Agent. Please no combat tricks. Please no Righteous Blow. Passwall Adept, get the hell in the graveyard. Ain't nobody wants you. Block, no blow. No blow. No blow. No blow. Blow. Alright, we take 2. We go to 16. They didn't have any 3-drops last turn, though, so they don't have any 3-drops this turn. Okay. So we hold up Sinister Sabotage and continue taking 2. We drop a Darkblade Agent. We drop a Darkblade Agent because we can... We drop a Whispering Snitch. Blurg. Blurg, blurg, blurg. Light of the Legion 6. What did they have on 5? They have no 3-drops in hand. We know that. They would have played them. So... if we keep up Sinister Sabotage, we catch one of their creatures, we take 2. That's gonna suck. I think we keep up Sinister Sabotage. I'm not deathly afraid of taking 2 here. I mean, at some point I need to be, but I'm not yet. Guildgate, sure. So there's not even going to be a 5-drop this turn. So I'll take this. 4-drop? Wow, no 4-drop. Okay. Oh boy, we do have 17 lands in the deck, right? All right, so we've got to hold up. We've got to hold up the counter for Light of Legions, I guess, and take another 2. And maybe on turn 6, we'll draw our 4th land. Take a 2. Down to 12. Play something. You son of a... Hey, a land. We found a land. We found a land. What do we do with it? What do we do with it? What do we do with it? Let's drop a snitch. Let's drop a snitch. And then if they play Light of the Legion, we can Price of Fame. Unfortunately, that gets a counter, and then boy, are we boned. Light of the Legion? The Barge Sarge. Come on. This is miserable. This is miserable, and it's entirely due to our stupid friggin' deck not drawing lands. Okay, so this is 8 coming at me. I go to 4. Fuck. Whatever. Block, I guess. Take 4, go to 8. Getting a 5th land doesn't even do a damn thing for us here. Hey, we did get one, though. We did get one. So, I mean, we could just drop Dowser? Drop Dowser and friggin' hope? Drop Dowser and friggin' hope. Oh. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Holy fuck. Alright, well that sucked a lot. That was our deck. That was our deck just utterly refusing to draw lands. Us having to mull. Having to mull into not great situations. Not great, but that's magic. That is magic. So, let's go to game 2. Let's draw better starting hands. Let's not get mana screwed like crazy. And we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We just have to like get to 3. And getting to 3 has been tricky. We're gonna draw first. 2 lands, that's 2/3 of the way to 3. And we have a 2-drop, so I'm gonna keep. Because I don't want to mull. I was told by some men from Moto that Magic Online was a little bit different. And wasn't just Boros and Dimir 24/7. Pass Wall Adept. Also, don't play this many Boros. Okay, they're not actually Boros. I was going to say, don't play that many Boros Guild Gates if you're Boros. Also, don't play Lockets. They're not good. They're not good. They're not good. And we're going to catch like a 5-drop here. We are going to just catch a 5-drop. Give me your 5-drop. Give me it. Give. Yes. 2 more mana. 1 more mana. Ha ha ha. No. Not allowed. Not today. Yeah, I'll take a 2nd Price of Fame in my hand. I'm pretty okay with the 19 turn clock here. 19 turn clock sounds great. And I mean, if we're gonna Price of Fame something, we can Price of Fame it later. It's not like a counter spell. You know what? I kind of am okay with both of these. I want the Thought Erasure first, though. Thought Erasure first. So this is a slow way of winning. It's going to take 9 turns, but we get to just kill everything they've ever loved. Which is how I usually like to go about my life. Yeah, so I think we'll Thought Erasure here. We'll Thought Erasure here because next turn we can do Gorgon and Hired Poisoner, which means we're going to take 1 off the Charger, but we're going to find out what they've got going on and try to screw up those plans a bit. And we're going to leave the Hired Poisoner on top that we know is on top. Don't care. Don't care? Okay. So, we're going to get rid of Bonds. We'll leave that on top. And they've got some combat tricks we're going to need to think about a lot. So they've got a Flower and a Flourish, which they don't have creatures to go wide with. They've got a Take Heart. No attacks, and they've got a third card in hand. I wonder what it is. So this turn is simply going to be... Oh, we can't play both of them. We don't have the manas for that. We're going to drop +2/+2. So it would kill the Passwall Adept. I see. We're just going to Capture Sphere this and just keep our clock going. I think they're cracking the Locket this turn. I think that's their plan. In for 2. Cracked Locket? Cracked Locket. Sure. Sure. Fill your hand back up. 2 combat tricks and 3 other cards. One of which must not have been terribly interesting because they didn't do anything with it last turn. Conclave Guild Mage. That's pretty killable. White, 1, 2, 3, 4. They've almost got the mana to start making 2/2s, and I don't want them to do that. So that's pretty darn killable. And there's the land for it. So, straight up murder it. Just... I said... Ooh, spicy. Well, you can hang out on top, and... I mean, we're never going to draw our 4th land, but... we don't terribly need it with the cards we got going on right now. In for 2 more. So next turn, unless the card is like an absolute kill it now or else, we drop the Nightveil Predator. That's fine. We're ahead by a good bit. We're ahead by a good bit. We can block that, make them use a combat trick if need be. So we're just going to go, whoops, I win card. Whoops, I win. It's going to take a while, but whoops, I win. This card's so stupid. Hexproof is a mechanic that must go. It must go. Alright, what you got? What you got? Oh, hey. Hey. You're not going to live, and we're actually only going to have to spend 2 mana to kill you. BT dubs. I'll take 4. That's fine. That's fine. Sure, you control all creatures that you control. Okay, we're going to go with attacking in for 3, taking them to 11. And we're going to drop a Hired Poisoner. That Hired Poisoner is going to step in front of that Pack Beast. And we get to Price of Fame that Tristani. There is a card that makes something indestructible, and I can't remember what it is. I think it's like the rare green-white card. So we shouldn't really care about it. So Hired Poisoner in front of Pack Beast, especially because this is a sorcery. In. Just those 2, you say, eh? Well, my friends, we're going to go block. And we're going to go block. Got a combat trick? You do? Cool. I'm going to kill Tristani now. With the proper mana. Gonna kill Tristani, so that's just gonna die. That does still kill the Passwall Adept, unfortunately. They're gonna gain some life here. They're gonna get slightly back into this. I mean, we do really kind of want more lands at some point. We just had so many good cards. Oh, but do we want to draw these too? I mean, we can spend a turn drawing a card, and I do want to get up to 5 lands. So we're going to throw away that, and we're just going to draw a swamp next turn, so that we can then drop like a Pitiless Gorgon, I guess. So they gain a bunch of life. They lost their Tristani. Their cards aren't as frightening anymore. Cool. There's our swamp. We're going to fly on in for 3. Mighty Leap would suck. No Mighty Leap. Haha. We're going to drop a Spinal Centipede is what we're going to do, because we want to counter on that Predator as soon as possible. More lands. They've got a Flower Flourish and 3 other cards in hand, and they're just passing the turn. Interesting. Interesting. Welp, we're going to come in for 6, because, like I said, I'm pretty happy with that Centipede dying. And then we get to jam in, like, more Death Touch, I suppose. They're just going to take 6 and go to 8. That feels like a little bit like giving up. You know what? I'm not willing to fully commit to the board here. I should. What is the Wrath? The Wrath is everything with toughness 4 or more, so that's not actually even going to do anything. Sworn Companions is fine. This is fine. March of the Multitudes could suck. They would get many creatures and gain many lives. There's another swamp. So, we're going to come in. They're going to go to 2. Pardon? So we are going to get March to the Multitudes here, is what you're telling me, right? Right? Because you're dead in the air at the moment. Scoop? Okay, they're just going to try to gain a bunch of life, I guess. Sure. That's fine. This is fine. I mean, we're just going to eat that, and we're going to block one of those, and we're going to eat one of those, and we'll take 3. But I guess you gain 9. I guess you gain 9. That's a fair bunch. So they do have 3 mystery cards in hand. And we're going to see one here, apparently. What you got? You going to jam like a Pax Favor on one of them? Oh! Okay. Okay, sure. Reset your life total. Life total reset. I will attempt once again to take it down. Let's begin taking it down by dealing 8. Taking them to 8. Let's drop a Whispering Snitch. And also a Hired Poisoner. Oh. Can't do that again, right? 2 cards. 1 card. 1 card in hand. Hello. 1 card in hand. Well, we're going to come in and in and in. For lethal, demand some blocks here. I don't know what the blocks are going to be. Skyline Chump? Skyline in front of that, so Predator's going to get even bigger. God, we're going to get Bounty of Mighted, aren't we? And then everybody in the comments is going to say, you should have known they had this one specific rare. Okay, cool. I just get to kill everything? Kill everything. D's plus. Dees plus. Child of Night, join the fray. Swoop! Haha, we got there. Cool. The deck did better. It drew the good cards, and we had 4 of the lands. 4 of the lands is the trick. Let's continue to draw 4 of the lands. Show me 4 of the lands. That's a lot more than 4 of the lands. But with a Chemister's... On the draw, with a Chemister's Insight in hand, I don't... And a 2-drop, I don't hate this. I'm not, you know... I'm not going to dream about this hand. But I'm also not going to have nightmares about this hand. It's okay. Incoming land on top. Look at that. Look at that. Just making fun of me being pessimistic. MTGO. Always keeping us guessing. Always keeping us guessing. Look at that fresh-faced baby boy. We're gonna put this creepy person in front. Alright, well, we can cast our Night Veil Predators. Opponent on perfect mana, because why not every time? Whoa, Jack. Frick, come on. Okay, well. Oh, we're going to take 6 here. Fuck. Alright. Sure. Taking 6. You can't stop me from taking 6. I'll take 6 all day, every day. Please don't drop a creature. If they don't drop a creature, then we can Capture Sphere the Fresh-Faced Recruit. Ooh, that's decent. Yeah, so we can Capture Sphere the Recruit, meaning the bodyguard's not attacking next turn. And then I'm going to do this, which everybody's going to yell at me. I'm going to attack for 1, because everybody's going to say, you should know they have a haste creature. There's not that many haste creatures. There's no reason to expect they have a haste creature. Like, it would be Bard Sarge. And then what? We're into uncommons and mythics and rares. Sky Knight Legionnaire as well. Sorry. 2 commons. Parhelion Patrol. Sure. I would like to murder that if possible. Nope. Just more lands. Just always more lands. Oh, we're going to drop a Poisoner so that can kill the bodyguard at least. And then we're going to draw 2 more lands with Chemister's Insight. How do we already have 8 lands? Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Okay. Not mentoring it up. That's fine by me. I'll just take 2. End step. You're afraid of a counter spell, opponent. Chemister's Insight. Draw. Haha, not 2 lands. And a Night Veil Predator. Okie dokes. Okie dokie, smoky Loki. Okay. We are going to drop the Night Veil Predator. And we have 2. We can draw more. So we can happily slam that one into the Parhelion Patrol. And then I think I might just Discovery here as well. Like, Dispersal, it's not great. So we're just gonna... Yeah, we're gonna cast Discovery and set up our next turn or 2. Plus draw a card. Yep, there we go. There we go. So, I am happy drawing an Informant. And I'm happy drawing a Price of Fame right now. Cool. Okay. We took a bunch of damage. We drew a lot of lands. But this is what stabilizing looks like. Please don't hurt me. There was no snap bomb there, so perhaps we have indeed stabilized. There's nothing being played. I'll take the timeout win. I'm not too proud. I mean, I'm kind of bored, but I'm not proud. That's the important thing. Yeah, this is fine. Basically, whatever they play, we murder it. We get to hold up Inspiring Unicorn. Yeah, you bet that's a murder target. That's a murder target and a half. Murder target and a half. Fresh face baby boy? Sure. So you're looking to do some Might of Masses BS. I get you. I hear you. So we've got 7 mana. That just happens to be exactly what we need to kill and counter. So we're going to pass the turn. And we're going to kill and counter. So we have to kill the unicorn, I believe. Because we can't have this being a 3/4 coming in. I mean, we can, we just don't want to. Because it still would trade there, and then this would trade here, and this would kill that. And we counter whatever they have. I mean, we're going to decimate both of our boards here. We're going to like 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to 4 for 4, 4 for 3. So what do we got? Flourish. Tristani. Damn, so that's going to be even bigger. No, we've got to counter Tristani, unfortunately. Swamp, go away. And then I think we have to kill the unicorn, right? Yeah, we got to kill the unicorn. Death to the unicorn. Centipede is a fine draw, and Snitch is a great draw next turn since we'll Surveil and gain some life. No attacks, perfect. Perfect-orino. So we got to remember we have Chemister's Insight in the graveyard, BT dubs. So actually I should draw a land at some point if we get the option. So we're going to drop that. We're going to drop a Deformant, I guess. A Dimir Informant. Yeah. I mean, I guess we're just going to play the really long game here. So let's go Centipede on top and Gorgon on top, and we'll play the Gorgon next turn. And I mean, I'm not slamming that Predator in. We're just going to keep that Predator back for the patrol. So we're just going to pass the turn here. And boy, let me tell you, Might of the Masses is going to really mess us up. Flourish is going to mess us up. I would like our opponent's board to be less wide. Less wide. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Womp, 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 womp. Okay. Back in. Yeah, just back in. We got to draw more removal. We can't have their board being quite so wide. That's a big no-no against that deck. Big no-no. So let's not draw 9 of our lands in the first 6 turns. It always comes back to lands on Spikey Saturday. Oh boy. Alright. Right. And I'm not even recording on Saturday. I'm doing the smart thing and recording on Friday where my luck was supposed to be better. But I'll hopefully get Magic Arena videos going again on Mondays. And maybe we'll have better luck there. I actually went on a tear in M19. I had a day where I went 18-4 in M19 drafts. I've been crushing quick drafts over on Arena. Probably because it's newer players, but shh. No, we're drawn first. We are drawn first. Well, this is fine. Opponent's mulled to 6 as well. Get us an island, and we've got a Predator on 4. Opponent's gone to 5. Well, we may get a match 3 after all here. We might get a match 3. Please no 1-drop. Yeah, we might get a match 3. Hey, we've got a Predator on 4 against an opponent who mulled to 5. That seems okay. Conclave Guildmage? Sure. Sure. So we're probably just going to go Informant so that we can set up our turn? I think Informant so we can set up our turn. Because we want to get any remaining lands off the top. Okay. Okay, oh boy. Okay, we might just die here still. We might just die. Go the get out of my deck lands. Time for me to results-oriented start playing 13-land decks, right? Attack, sure. Sure thing, Areno. I will block. That's a Rock Charger. Opponent's down to 2 cards. And yet another. That was 3 swamps in a row on top of our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw this Night Veil Predator in front of something and probably eat a combat trick. And that's going to be fine because we're just going to play another one. Amara. Yuck. Haha, coward. Cowarde. Okay, we're going to bash in for 3. And you're going to take it, and you're going to like it. And we're going to drop another one. Please no convoke. Please no. Man, Boros Selesnya Go Wide Cosmotronic Wave .deck, eh? That's a hell of a thing. That's a hell of a thing. What I wouldn't do for a Ritual of Soot. Alright, opponents finding their lands there. They are playing a hell of a game for a mull to 5. Hell of a game. So they've got a combat trick. They have themselves a combat trick. And so what we want to do is probably eat that Rock Charger so that nothing else can fly from here on out. Eat the Rock Charger. Block one of them. Get Might of the Mastodon here. Sure, this was all part of my plan. All part of my plan. They've got 1 card left in hand. And we're just still drawing every land you've ever seen in your entire life. We are going to bash in for 3. Like, we're not... Fuck. We're not winning if we don't attack. Fine, we're not attacking. We're not attacking. We'll drop the Centipede. And we'll drop the Agent. And we'll hope that we don't draw any more lands. We already have seen 9. We've already seen 9. There's only 8 left in the top 25. Opponent just land away from popping out a 2/2 every turn. We will start coming in with that Spinal Centipede. That's for sure. Calm the fuck on. Alright. Well, maybe we don't get a match 3. Maybe we don't get a match 3. Maybe this will be another 0-2. Did we 0-2 last week? I don't remember. Maybe another 0-2. So we get in for 3. So we got that going for us. Opponent getting everything they need. Alright, we got a Whispering Snitch. We'll drop that. And then, yeah, come in for like 5. Like, we gotta start getting stuff down. So, they're gonna make a Knight, and the Knight, I guess, will eat the Centipede. That's just gonna make our Night Veil Predator bigger. I mean, maybe they throw Knight Soldier in front of the Agent. It's possible. They could be afraid of Surveil. Be cool if we had Surveil, but we don't. And then we might have to just like Capture Sphere one of those Guild Mages. Alright, we've seen 10 lands. There's only 7 left in the top 23. That is over a 66% chance of not drawing a land. It's got to be close to 70, I would say. Alright, Knight Soldier in front of the Agent. We will kill the Knight. I said we'll kill the Knight. I said we'll kill the Knight. Kill that Knight, and then we might have to just Capture Sphere that Guild Mage. Feels so bad, especially when they just have another one. No, we just have to draw better. We have to stop drawing lands. We have to start drawing Price of Fames and counter spells and relevant things. Relevant thing. Not really. Alright, so we have to start dealing damage. So let's come in for 6 here. Like, you gotta remember, we are just a Cosmotronic wave away from dying. This is in fact, even though it doesn't quite look like it, it is in fact a race. It is 100% a race. Opponent's just gonna chump. Opponent just chumps, sure. So we get in for 3, we take him to 14. Pass the turn. We do have the counterspell for Cosmotronic at least. Another land. I hope they don't get to 12. They're 4 lands away from double knighting every turn. And that's a pass of the turn, it looks like. That is a pass of the turn. Alright, same thing. In for 6. Sure. Gonna finally get my counter on the Predator. That's what I like. Counter on the Predator. Then we'll drop a Gorgon. So, we may still win this. We may still win this. It just feels dire. Feels kinda dire. As long as we continue this trend that started last turn of not drawing lands, we'll be good. Opponent thinking. Probably means opponent is counting. I'd prefer if the opponent was not counting. 1, 2. 1, 2. More mana. What you doing? Cosmotronic costs 4. Flourish costs 6. What you doing? 0 mana. Okay, they got a Mox. One mana. 2 mana. Lock it. Sure, that's fine. I don't care about that. That ain't a thing I care. Skyline Scout? Yeah, sorry, you don't need more creatures. Especially not one that can fly. You don't need no more creatures. Child of Night on top? It's a blocker. It's a blocker. And a life gainer. So we go to 13, they go to 10. We're going to take them to 6. Luminous Bonds on the Informant. So they are in top deck mode. Pardon? What is this? What are you doing? Explain yourself. Why can't this block? Oh, it is chosen to block. Okay, so I'm taking 4. And I'm just eating one of your guild mages? Okay, so opponent's just racing, I guess. That's fine, this is fine, this is fine. This is fine. So we're going to come in for 4. Take him to 6. We're going to drop a Child of Night. And then do we capture Sphere that guild mage? I feel like we do. I feel like we do. Now, of course, if they top deck Cosmotronic or something, we're boned. But they've got exactly 2 turns to do it, and 1 to 4 card draws to do it. And this turn, they're not going to get to cast anything relevant. And if they attack, we just get to like kill Amara and kill a soldier. I mean, tricks are going to happen here. Tricks are going to happen here. So I guess let's just hope we don't have a land on top. One time, no land. One time, no trick. There's got to be a trick. It's got to be Might of the Masses, or well, it has to be Might of the Masses. It can't be Take Heart. Well, A, because it's in the graveyard. B, because they don't have white mana. Might of the Masses confirmed. So they go back up to 12. And we continue feeling like we are just beyond boned. Yeah, I guess we're going to Chemist's Insight. Main phase to see if we get something relevant. That land I would like to discard to Chemist's Insight. Yeah. Yeah. So if they have Flourish, we block and we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we live. So I'm going to come in for 4. And I'm going to drop that Passwall Adept. And I'm going to say one time, don't bone me. Ne pas de la bone. Don't be Bounty of Might. Oh, it wasn't. Don't be Inescapable Blaze. Rude. Real rude. Also, what the hell is this deck? This is interesting. Yeah, I guess we'll drop a land. And we're going to Chemist's Insight. Discarding a swamp. Drawing a couple of cards. Please don't be more freaking lands. Thank you. We got a Dowser and a Thought Erasure. So we're going to come in for 4. And we're going to drop the Dowser. And we're going to hope we don't die one more time. Take him to 6. Dowser. One time, don't die. Might of the Masses is gone. Take Heart's gone. Flourish doesn't do it here. Cosmotronic doesn't do it here. We might pull it out. I'd really like to do a third match. But if we're 0-2, I'm not going to bother. TBH. Sure, spreading out those creatures. So I'm going to have to ask you what's in your hand with Thought Erasure here. Opponent, what's your plan for winning? Oh, their plan is nothing. Crud. More land. Okay, how... What are our odds of not drawing lands anymore? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There are 3 lands in the 12 cards that we have remaining. So, I mean, we're going to take them to 2 here, I guess. Block, we take 3. No, we're not even attacking. Oh, this sucks. No, we... This super sucks. This super sucks. So, like, if we had attacked there, they would have been at 2. But then they would have gone up to 5, so we wouldn't even have had them dead. Erg. Flashback direct current hitting me. Sure. And they played a Guildgate this turn, right? Oh, but they discarded a forest. So they have a plains in hand. So we know that. We know they have a plains in hand. Okay. It's 75% to not draw a land. Thank you. We are going to attack in the air for 4. And we have 2 blockers. So we're not dead. And they have to top deck a frickin' like, they have to top deck like a pump spell here. And even that doesn't... no, that would do it if it was explicitly a pump spell. Alright, so they're teaming us. So we're going to drop Whisper Agent. Surveil. Price of Fame. About time you showed up. And we're going to eat your 2/2. And we're going to eat your 1/1. We go to 2, they go to 5. They have a land and 1 other card in hand. Parhelion Patrol. We win. We win. They have a plains in hand. Let's make sure we win. Kill that. Oh my god. We got to a match 3. We got to a match 3 despite drawing so much land. Man, if I could own that much land in real life, I could build a house on it. And that would be lovely. But instead, I rent. Alright, match 3. Let's have it not be quite as grindy. I just want to not grind. I want to not grind for once. Okay, we're a land away from a Night Veil Predator. We've got a 2-drop. We've got a 3-drop. Seems good. You too. You too. We're going to keep. Forest. Nifty. 1-drop. Pardon? What is happening? Tell me more. Tell me more. Green, black, self-mill, blue? Tell me more. I want to know what you're doing. It looks like a thing. Okay. Okay. Okay, we've got no Surveil in hand, so let's go with the Child. Oh, what is this going to be? What is this going to be? It's going to be like, Genesis Spider deck. Lotleth Troll kill you. Bye-bye. Didn't that just come down? Oh, they're already on their turn. They did that in their main phase. I see. Forest. Okay. What is happening? Get in for 2. I really, really hope that we... I mean, I hope we don't, because it's probably going to be terrifying. But I really want to see... I want to see the payoff. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure. All their blue spells are online now. Ooh. Nice. Nice. So it's Forum. Drop the Predator. And then let's see what happens. Okay. Like Lazov deck? Lotleth Giant me for 15? What happens if you mill your Lotleth Giant, though? Yeah, what happens if you mill your payoff? House Guild Mage, okay. Okay, you're going to get Tappy all up in here. I see. Night Veil Sprite, okay. Enhanced Surveil, okay. I want to understand. Yeah, we're just going to team here. Like, look at this deck. This deck is not playing Might of the Masses, right? Like Necrotic Wound maybe would be a little bit annoying. They're going to trade, sure. And we're going to go with a Dowser. Pass the turn. So whatever they're undergrowthing for 4 right now. 5. Hi, Night Veil Predator. Also, hi. Phantasm. Okay. I'm intrigued. Alright, passing the turn. We're in pretty darn good hi. How's it going? Yeah. Let's come in for 9, I guess. Why not? Sounds like a thing to do. Okay. What you doing? Surveilling? Surveil 2. District Guide goes away. Something on top. You're going to give that a counter. So we could actually Price of Fame, give that Death Touch. I mean, we're taking them to 2. I don't think we bother. Yeah, we don't bother. We just save this Price of Fame for whatever flyer they're going to drop this turn. And then that'll be the end. They will die. So they haven't milled their payoff. It's their 3rd Dimir mirror. Ah, Dimir. Yeah. The format's not the best. The format has problems. They're fun problems, though. Like, Dimir's fun to play. So I guess it's good that everyone is playing it. The cards are fun. The deck's fun. The format, it's fun, just boring, I guess. It's fun but stale. Quickly stale. It's interesting. It's hard to describe. It's not... it's not M19, it's not Avacyn Restored, it's not Gatecrash, it's not Amonkhet, it's none of that garbage. But it's definitely not, Innistrad, Khans, Unstable, one of my personal favorites. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what like December is like. I have a feeling Cube is going to need to come up quickly. Chaos Draft would be awesome if they brought that back, because I think people are going to tire of this real fast. And then it's 5 years until we have to go back to Ravnica again. So it'll be 5 years without the restriction of there only being 5 decks in a draft format. Yeah, that's awful. Thanks, Magic Online. I love you too. Man, if like one of those was a swamp, this hand would be okay. If 2 of them were a swamp, this hand would be amazing. But none of them are swamps, so mull. Hey! Better. What is Magic Online going to do to us today? Is it going to screw us, and so we need to keep that, or is it going to flood us, and keeping that's going to be the worst thing we ever do in our life? Let's keep it. Tough matchup. Other mirrors were slow. Came up pretty fast. Yeah. The curve. There's that island. I want to know what their payoff is. I really want to know what their payoff is. Oof. Guildmage on 2. Deece. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so Magic Online has chosen the Flood Us route. However, perfect, whatchamacallit mana. Perfect Night Veil Predator mana. Opponent is 75% of the way to perfect Night Veil mana. Poisoner. I mean, I guess I'll throw Child of Night at it. I'm not going to like it, but I will. Go get him, child. Go get him. Get him. Got him. Bop, ba-da, bop, ba-da, bop, bop, bop. Rude. Well, she's not untapping, but we're going to have ourselves a Spinal Centipede. Excuse me. Spinal Centipede. I really like House Guild Mage. Really do. I don't know if it's my favorite or if Izzet is better, because Izzet draws you a card, and that's pretty good. Chemister's Insight. Not perfect Night Veil mana. Yeah, I think we're just going to Chemister's Insight. We're not under any pressure. We'd really like to hit our predators. We'd like to hit some removal. So we'll take the turn off and Insight, while also intimating that we are perhaps going to have Devious Cover-Up or Sinister Sabotage. They throw away a swamp. They put something on top, so they are drawing a desired card. What is it? Is it an island? It is an island. Night Veil Predator. Whew. Oh boy. 2 and a black, tap, surveil 4. Sounds pretty good. Sounds decent. That's Dream Eater. Chemister's Insight. Show me something. Yeah, you're gonna die. Ooh, I was going to die anyways. All right, so we're gonna come in for some amount of damage here. 5 is that number. Let's hope they go 1 and a blue here, and they don't even get a surveil out of this. So they're going to trade there. They're going to take 3. Yeah. Come on, pay 1 and a blue and tap my Centipede. Don't surveil 4. No, they surveilled 4. All right, well, we're still killing it. We can't have them surveilling 4 every turn. We don't want another swamp, but a Capture Sphere is fine. It's not going to do anything against a Night Veil Predator, which they are now, God, really decent-ish odds at finding. They're top 4 of 28. Let's hope they only have 1. Let's hope they only have 1. I guess I've never actually checked the chat here to see what happens. I guess we don't have to check chat or the log, because the cards will be in the graveyard or they will be on top, right? Opponent's really thinking about how they're going to draw, though. Must be some decent stuff. So they throw away a Forest and a Night Veil Sprite, and they put 2 cards on top. I'm really expecting a Predator here. Or a City Watch Sphinx, I guess. Yeah, we Capture Sphere that so that we don't have to kill it. Capture Sphere. In for 3, and we'll drop the Passwall Adept. And then we're going to see what their second card was that they put on top. A Watcher. Decent, so we'll have to kill that. And then we'll get in for 4, we'll take them to 8. And we get 2 Surveil off of that, remember? This card is nuts. Oh boy, this card is insanely good removal. So Watcher in the Mist, we'd really like to see them bin 2 cards. But that Passwall Adept Spinal Centipede, they do in fact bin 2 cards. That's Passwall Adept is going to be a really key piece here. Interesting. Well, we're going to kill the Watcher. Sabotage seems great, so we're going to... Oh, this sucks, because we're going to... Alright, so we're going to put that on top. We're going to draw the Sabotage. We're not going to use Discovery, because it wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't do anything. We're going to take him to 8. We're going to draw that Sinister Sabotage. Hope that the Predator doesn't come down now, but we do have them on a 2-turn clock, unblockable here. Find Broker. Okay. Grabbing Guild Mage or the Watcher? The Night Veil Sprite. They just desperately want to cast it. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I respect that. I respect that. So we can never use Dispersal, unfortunately, because it would bounce that. So we've got the Sabotage. Yeah, so I guess we're just going to make Centipede unable to block. Hold up Sabotage. Bash in for 3. Pass the turn. We're under no threat here. We counter generally whatever they play here, especially if it's killing or in any way threatening the Passwall Adept. Then the following turn we've got unblockable plus playing a Darkblade Agent. Yeah, they can come in for 4. We're not going to do anything about that. We're winning the race. And we want to see us surveil to the bottom, is what we want to see here. Oh, right, they're surveilling 3. I forgot about that. Azoni goes away, Forest goes away, Arboretum Elemental goes away. So they must be Azoni. That must be like their Wand of Vertebrae kind of payoff. It's not the best, I'll say. It's not the best. We're going to counter probably whatever this is, especially when it's that. That's going to give us their Surveil. GG's. Opponent gives up. Hey! We did it. We 2-0'd. We didn't 2-0. What the hell am I talking about? We 2-1. It was rough going there in match 2. Definitely kind of afraid. Match 1 was the Boros rundown. But yeah, that's Guilds of Ravnica. It's fun. It's fun. I'm gonna say it's fun. It's not diverse. It has problems, but it's fun. So I'm going to keep playing it. Let me know what you're thinking of it. It's definitely an interesting format. There's a lot to talk about this format. Not only in how to play it, but how it was designed and how it could have been designed differently. I don't even know what you do to a Ravnica set to make it a good draft format, to be honest. Yeah, I'm enjoying it as much as I can. As I said, I'm playing a lot of Arena. Remind you all that next Saturday, there will be a Spikey Saturday, but you should also go to twitch.tv/TheManaLeak sometime in the morning. I don't know yet, probably 10-ish a.m. Eastern for my 24-hour stream where you can donate to help out my local children's hospital, and you can enter giveaways to get playmats and credit and shocklands and etc. So make sure you check that out. Give me a follow over there. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me on Twitter at TheManaLeak. That's LEEK, like the vegetable, not the card. You can find me at facebook.com/TheManaLeak, twitch.tv/TheManaLeak, and patreon.com/TheManaLeak. If you like the content, click that thumbs up button. Click subscribe if you want to see more. And if you do have questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll see y'all next time.